Hello, hello. No idea what happened there. So we have sort of half started this stream, but for whatever reason, it just decided to stop. So I'm going to have to keep a close eye on that now. I ran away for 2 seconds to sort out a child and it stopped. I'm having a great time tonight, to be honest. Oh dear. Right, I am just... Welcome. Welcome. Right, here we go. We are building bag 9 of the UCS X-Wing, possibly bag 10. See how far we get. If it's anything like how it's been going for the last 10 minutes, 20 minutes, we're not going to get very far. But so I'm just going to start smashing it out straight away. Please chat along as we go. Hopefully get a few more involved, and I will take a break at some point shortly just to start sharing this on YouTube, etc., etc., because I've shared the incorrect stream now, it seems. So, bag 9, are we any different? I think from memory, there was a little bag. Just check there's nothing left in it. It's the worst thing, I always leave parts in the bag and never can find them afterwards. Right. There we go, one big bag. Yeah, I think this is literally exactly the same as the previous 3 bags. Check, not left anything. Got a bit of feedback there. Right. Like I said, I'm really hoping to actually finish this X-Wing today. Partly because it seems to have taken a bloody long time, and partly because I want to get on with some of the builds. I'm building the castle. I have been doing that complete 99% in live stream, I think. Same as this one. This one has been completely in live stream. It's, everything I've done has been... What mode are we in? Just check we're in manual. Yep. That's right. It seems very... Right, we're getting some random colours there. Right. Nowhere near pointed downwards enough. And there we go. And then we just really want to get focused on that. So, if you haven't watched before, I'll give a very quick rundown. Main screen you can see here is GoPro. This is purely so you can see it at a good frame rate. This little camera here is me. Hello. Actually, let's give myself a bit more light today. The bottom right as you look on your screen is the what's this camera sees. I don't know if you can see this right now. Yeah, this is what we'll be making the stop motion. This is actually what's going to be seen on screen when I finally get around to making the video. And then across the bottom is the last lot of photos I've taken, and at the top is the YouTube chat. So please chat along. Right, this is going to build very quickly, and normally I do this thing where I drop the bricks down, and today I think I'm not going to. Let's just see. Hang on, we've lost Irex. I'm just going to comment back, so I've just seen he's commented on the old one. Let's have a look. Stream crashed. No idea why new one is here. I probably should have renamed this. Let's go live, share, copy the link. There we go. And I'm just going to share this as well because live. Oh. Glitch, please. Try not to talk as I write this, but it's really hard because I'm so used to talking when I'm in the live stream. Right. There we go. Please hit like and on this video if you are watching. Obviously, it really helps the channel. It helps the videos. And so my next big goal, if you want to know, if you're really interested in my next big YouTube goal, is to hit 1,000 views on a video. So I've done it in a sense of shorts, but I've never done it on a long form video. I've got 890 odd on one of them. Bo-Katan. No idea why she is so popular. If anyone can tell me, that would be great. Actually, I'm going to build this different. Let's start completely differently. So, boom. Because we've built everything exactly the same as per the instructions. Let's go slightly different than this one. Oh, my phone is not holding these together today. Right. There we go. There we go, we're live. God knows what's going on. Technical after technical after technical. So, going to stick this one down. So I use blue tack, or white tack in this case, because I don't want it to show up too much against the white background on the white plates. Although my white tack has very much gone quite grey now. Here we go. So, I'm going to pop that one there. Right, if I zoom out, how much can we go to? So if I put that there, we're going to kind of build from here, I think. Helps to turn the keyboard on. That might have been how I stopped the stream earlier, potentially. Right. So anything across the top. Almost should have done one wing and just put it on here 4 times, shouldn't I? It would have been a lot more easy. Right. There we go. Was that a 6 or an 8? That's an 8. This is where, in the first time, I made a big mistake. So I thought this was a 6 because there's another piece of Lego which comes in next to it. And I put the wrong piece on, and I got halfway through and realised it was wrong and had to take it all back apart. And, well, I don't think I started again actually. I just sort of hid it in the video. So it'll be interesting if anybody notices that in the final video. Right. I always do this, can never find the part I need. Very, very common for me. And I'm doing this if you've watched any of my previous streams, I normally have a lot of photos I take as I go along. Very slowly moving the parts in. Today, I'm not doing that because this, like I say, essentially you would have seen this. This will be the 4th time on the video. Although I'm sort of trying to do different angles and stuff like that, it's not going to be interesting enough to keep watching. So, I am not repeating it for the 4th time exactly how it has been. Right, that isn't the right piece there, but that's going to give me a guide where this piece goes. So that's it. I'm going to build it. I'm trying to build it out in a different order right now. And this piece is going to hold everything together just for a minute. I'm just going to give that a little bit more light. Hopefully it won't be too noticeable. Oh, just realised I've got this on top messages as well. How do we change that? Live chat, yeah. Where can we go next? So I am quite likely probably here to make a mistake. So let's hope I don't. We're going to build from the inside out this time. Whereas all the other times we've just sort of done it as per the instructions. So I'll probably have to go back and correct something at some point. Now I put a little question in the chat today, so if you are watching post this, please comment along anyway and I'll comment back. I try to comment back on all of my videos whenever I can. But today I'm wondering, what is the best Star Wars minifigure? I mean, there's one that I think looks awesome that I really want, but I cannot justify buying. I'm just working out something here, and that figure is Revan. I absolutely love the look of that Revan polybag. I mean, I'm at the stage where when I originally looked, it was only about £50, and at that point I was like, that's way too much for a minifigure. Nowadays, that almost seems cheap for minifigures. It's like the prices have just gone insane, and I wish I'd got one years ago, but I didn't. So no point in wishing. I'm just hoping maybe with the re-release of Star Wars: The Old Republic, maybe Lego will do some figures around that game, and that would be absolutely awesome if we got another Revan. I mean, I'm sure it would never affect the original polybag one, but that's kind of what I'm hoping for now, because I love the character probably more than I love the minifigure. So, what about everyone else? Tell me, what's your all-time favourite Lego Star Wars minifigure? Now, I've got a friend who is on the channel. He had the, or he has, I should say had because it's currently still with me, the Jango Fett from the 1999 Slave One, which is an absolutely wicked figure. It's just so basic in some ways, but it just looks so good. Right, like I say, I'm just trying to smash through this today now. There we go. Right. And oops, skipping a page. I didn't get my drink. I will have to take a break in a little while and get a drink, because silly old me has forgotten to get one. Right, a bit more blue tack, because I know this piece is going to sort of be the final bit of hold that we're going to have. There we go. As far as cat hair, it's just the Lego itself makes a change. Right. And this has got to be my favourite part every time. It makes me look back and forth loads, trying to work out what's going on. It's a 6. I think it goes just here. And then we're going to have another 6. I'm literally doing exactly what I've done every single time. I'm sort of building this now, trying to work out where the parts go. And a 2. And a 1x4. Because that's going to go there. Like that. That's going to come in here like this. As is this bit. Just doing occasionally 3 little movements to get these in, and every now and then 2. And then we're going to put this piece on today. So I'm trying to randomise this a bit because the last, if you didn't hear earlier, the last few times obviously I've built this exactly the same way because why not? I mean, following the instructions, I've been learning how to build it, but I've got bored of building it the same way. So it's time for a bit of a mix-up. Hopefully, I should have put a timer on this actually, because hopefully I can build this much quicker than I have so far. I'll tell you what I'm going to do before I forget. Let's actually put this piece on now. One of these lights keeps flickering. I think it's because of my foot. Yeah, it's that one. So to all you Apple lovers out there, tell me why an Apple high power charger is flickering when with my lights when a Samsung one doesn't. Just don't get what's going on with this charger. It's really just the plug. It's just so annoying. I keep meaning to find a better one. Right. Is the last picture with a black bit on it? No. There we go. I'm just going to stick this down once again. And the bit we're building here is the bit which is actually going to hold the X-Wing together, the wings onto the X-Wing. So this is literally going to be the attachment. And I've just started building two at once just to speed things up, not just for the video, not just for myself here, but for the video as well. Because I just don't think you want to see the same thing built 4 times in a row. And then I'm going to put this bit here. So it looks like it's going inwards. In fact, you know what I might do? Just do it twice. Pull it out, put that bit on. It's going to be funny because this isn't going to work. There we go. And just to distract from everything, we'll do it on this one as well. Just start putting that on. And then everything can be pushed together. Hunky dory. Right. Last one. I'm actually going to start building another section of this at the same time, I think. So the big white plates, they can start to go on. So that can push down, as can our plate here. Then we get a pin, and pop that in. Get rid of the plate, pop that on. Push the pin in, push the plate down, push the pin in one more time. Then we're going to get our minifigure stands. Just going to go there. Going to get the other bit of this. Where is it? We don't have it. We don't have it. No. We do. It's here somewhere. I shall find it momentarily. I haven't already picked this up, have I? It's amazing how the really strange big pieces that essentially should be really obvious. There we go. Just sometimes are the hardest to find. Do you ever find that? Right. Push this down. There we go. Start to push this one in. Right, in all the way. Another black plate that stores minifigures. And one of those. So I'm going to actually start, if I can, upping the pace quite a bit now, because I think this is just going to be boring to watch at this stage otherwise. So we're going to put that together, pop it in as is expected by the designers, split it, maybe not, no, that's taking too long, it's got a little split. Right, split that, and we're going to start on the other side as well. So we can pop one of those down and one of those, and one of those, and a white plate, 1x2 plate, and see how that goes. So that's, oh, we need a black bit to go across here. There we go. So I'm going to start trying to put 2 bricks down at once to really increase the pace. So 1, 2, and 1, 2. So we're going to build building at both ends. Oh, a little white one. There we go. And another hook. Push both those down. God, it's getting hot again tonight. Easy enough, he says. So 1 of those, 2 of those. Love it when I go for 1 and it's 2. 1 on each side. Push those down. White plate. And what's at the top end? Anything? Grey one. Oh, we can't do that till we've done the other bit. So that's one of these. I'm going to do an individual photo there because it's not quite got enough. And then this can go down, that can go on. So just a slight change of pace in here, again, just to slow it down ever so slightly. But it'll be fine, it'll look good. Still keeping up a bit more pace than what we have in the last couple of videos. There it is. I find it hilarious how many times I look and I just can't find stuff. Right, what I am going to do right now is just jump forward a couple. Before I put this white piece down, I'm going to build, so there's a little flappy bit which goes on the side. I'm going to jump forward to that, build that, because it's always really hard to actually clip it back on afterwards. Right, so what do we need? We need one of these. No, we don't. That's the wrong one. Need one of these and one of these. Plus, I built this wrong last time. So terribly wrong. If you are watching, please give us a shout in the chat. Let us know what you're up to today. Let us know what minifigure you think is the best Star Wars minifigure of all time. Don't know how well this is going to be seen, but we can but try. There we go. Hopefully that will stop this from moving too much now. Right, so if this goes down, next stage is to have it building as it moves. So I'm going to place these plates and bits on it, literally, as I'm also adjusting it downwards and trying not to break it. There we go. And then a bit more. And clip that last one in. There we go. And then one tiny last movement, hopefully. Just going to push everything together nice, well, and then leave that there. After which this piece can go on. So we haven't seen hinges before, so that's sort of why I did it like that this time. And I slowed the video down there a bit. Right, now we need to go back and work out what we missed. Ah, yes, of course. And again, these are just going to go down really quickly because we've seen it all before. No need to make a big deal out of the same thing. It's weird. So I've quite liked this X-Wing. I really like the look of this X-Wing, but my god, the wing builds are quite boring. I know there's not much you can do because it's 4 of the same. But you'd think LEGO would come up with ways of just making the instructions different somehow. I guess there's only so many ways you can put things together. Yep. And then we're going to just quickly build up this side. Is that right? Yep. Yep. We've got it right. So I'm hoping I can get this one finished fairly quickly. We've been going about 35 minutes already, so it's a little bit slower than I'd like. But I'm getting that. I've got the hang of this build quite well now, so hopefully the next few stages are going to be fairly fast. I'll tell you what, the part that takes the longest actually is finding the bits you need. It's always that which takes longer than actually building, I think. So let's put these two. I'm going to put one and then the other, while at the same time this bit goes on. So push those down. I'm going to do the opposites. I'm going to push those in. And I've got a piece to go down on here. Followed by our 2 bricks at the side. Our 2 snot bricks. That's something I'd love to know. Do people have favourite LEGO pieces? Is there a part which you just think that is the best LEGO part ever? And if so, what is it and why? What makes it so great? You know, these little 2 high bricks are really cool. I wish they'd had this in the Sonic set and we'd had a bigger set. That would have just made my day. I really want to do some more Sonic stuff. I was looking ages ago at some mocks, and I'm still so tempted to do one. Right, how's this going to work? Again, we've seen this all before. So, tell you what's going to happen now. I'm going to stick that there with a bit of blue tack. And I'm going to do the other side at the same time. And we're going to be able to see this build, and it's just going to flip up and connect. I'm just going to check that these are the same on both sides. I'm assuming they are. Yep, nothing's changed here. So, take that photo, pop these bits on. Now, I'm anticipating a little bit of movement here, which is all very good. Hopefully it won't be too noticeable to the final camera. Yeah, right. Tan pieces. Oops. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Something a bit different. Just to see how it looks and to stop the movement. And place all the pieces on top. Don't know if this will look any good. And then I'm going to push them all down one by one. Do it like that. And that might look terrible, but sometimes you've just got to experiment a bit. And the best part is I've done it back to front. So what we're going to have to do, so essentially what I've done here is I've built them the opposite way around as to what they need to be. So this is going to look a bit odd, but what I'm going to try and do is lift them up and then flip them over quite quickly and hope that nobody notices. So, and I'll be honest, this happens a lot in stop motion. Little things go wrong and you can't always fix it, and you just think, how can I hide it? Because sometimes hiding something is just the best way. There we go. And that's going to go like that. And then we're going to flip them. So it might be obvious, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see at the final video. That's moving because we haven't put the little pieces on top yet. Make sure nothing's on the set. And check the GoPro back. Oh, right, 13%. Oh my god, we should have enough. Essentially, what I've done today is put the GoPro on, but it doesn't, unfortunately, it doesn't charge enough off its connection to the computer, which is really, really strange, because it should. What was the last picture? Yeah, that's fine. I hate it when I can't find the little bits I need. The manual? Nope. Like I said earlier, this is what slows me up the most. That is why. There's always a reason why you can't find the piece you need. Right, let's take this apart. So there's supposed to be a wedge brick in the middle of all this, which wasn't there. So we're going to return it back to this state. Just squeeze that back in, put that back on top. Oh, that was really nice. I was doing a really good job there. Right. Return finger. And take a picture. Right. That one. Push down. I'm just going to slow up for this bit, just so you can see everything that happens. So this one's going down in 3 instead of 2 frames, which just makes you look more again. It's got some quite cool little detail there, really, isn't it? Just to see that. Right. I am really baffled. Is this still working properly? Yes. 41 minutes have been going. Very quiet on the chat today, so if you are sitting there watching, if you've never chatted before, feel free to just talk about Lego. Anything Lego based, I don't care. Doesn't even have to be Lego based. Probably better if it is, on the basis we're a Lego channel, but I am happy to talk while I'm building. It's just nice sometimes to... Oh, what are we doing? I'm typing in a chat box. That's not what I want to actually do. There we go. Boom. Boom. So earlier I was saying about probably my favourite Star Wars minifigure. I'm saying it's probably the Revan Polybag. Oh, thank you. There. In the chocolate drawer. You're fine. Thank you. My Twix in there too. Drinks deliveries always so welcome. Keeps me going on these. I was saying the Revan Polybag is probably right. I'm gonna do a change because this is about to get a bit boring. So I'm gonna move this off. Push that bit down because it's come up. God, how much white tack did I use tonight? Quite a few different pieces already. Just get that out of everything. Always best to get this stuff straight off. Right. I don't know if you can see it on there yet. I'm going to have to get a new bit of card to go on here for my studio because from all my recent building this has got very mucky. I haven't actually produced the proper video recently on it, so I'm not sure how it's looking. But it could be looking horrendous. And I have got videos coming, I just haven't had the time to fully give it all my attention last little while. So there is the Ahsoka video coming, which I keep saying, and all I had to do was a rotation of the set, and that has taken me I don't know how many weeks to get to that point where I've got the set rotation done, and I did that last night, so that is coming. I just have to get around to putting the video together. I just thought I didn't check the focus of that as I was going. It looks good. It looks good. So if you are watching tonight, like I said, give us a shout and tell us what minifigure is your favourite out of Star Wars. Right, just putting that piece on. I am so wanting to get this done. If I can get this bit done in under an hour, which looking like it's possible. I've built it so many times now and I know exactly what I'm doing. It's ridiculous. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So red 5 stripes. I'm going to change the focus just before I begin. I am wondering how this is going to look in stop motion, whether I should just build one wing or build all of them. I'm not sure. The Ahsoka video first though, like I said, her little tank and clone trooper. And then this one will be coming very shortly after. Because I don't think there's going to be much editing for this one. I probably will do a little intro for it. Maybe an outro. Here we go. I'm still not 100% sold on these stripes. I need to look at some proper artwork of the ship and see, because I feel like this last one, it's got a nice angle here as you come along. Oh, change focus. There we go. Yeah, it's got this nice angle, and then I feel like this one should be here. So it continues. Yeah, but it's not, it's here. And I'm not sure if that's the case in the real life ship, the ship in the film or not. Right. Now that he's earned his stripes, let's just check if there's anything else to go on there. No, done. So we're going to take an extra photo of the stripes. Just make sure it's all in focus, and I'll tell you what, let's just do a very slight zoom out. And this is more going to be, oh, that's it, that's as far as I can go. Part of the transition to then be on this back piece. So I'm just adjusting my blue tack again, or white tack. And I'm going to build this section here, which I think last time I might have done quite close up, I'm not sure. But while I'm at it, I'll fix that because that looks like you can tell it's, there we go. So let's put, oh, I see, that piece there, that piece there, and they can start to come together a bit. And join as this piece goes on. Whoops. Push itself down. And I'm going to put this black bit on like that. And then I need to just work out where it's going. So I'm going to pull all this back off, put it all together, and then put it back on because it's easier than trying to work out what the hell's going on. There we go. Yes, like that. Yeah, see, if I'd done that apart from the ship, I definitely would have gone one too many. Right, this has caught me out every single time. So I'm going to put this bit on here right now. Followed by this little grey stud, because once you've got the I don't know what it is, it's like a fuselage maybe. Once you've got that on, it is near impossible to get that tiny stud in there. I mean, I could if I was obviously not building it in stop motion, but when you're trying to do it in stop motion, it's hard. It's hard enough building as it is, let alone doing odd angles. And what I'm going to do this time as well, make it a little bit different, is slide these bits in like so, and like so. That one's going to take one extra little slide, Get all the way in. This one's going to start coming in. There we go. And then we'll build up from the bottom. Ah, that's the reason they go in afterwards. But because everything's pushed against the side, that's absolutely fine. So let's shove that down all the way. And this side isn't so bad because there's actually not a stud there holding it at all. Followed by the top end, which is going to be a bit harder. But hopefully that will now give a bit more visibility to what's in that centre. Oops. He hopes. You can't see. I can't even see what I'm trying to put together here. There we go. That was better. What way around was it? That way. Right, and again. This is just gonna have to have both of those out. Just checking what way round it was. Hopefully not introducing too much movement into the set. But there we go. Oh, we're not happy with taking a photo right now. There we go. And that's that bit done. And breathe and have a coffee. Oh, what have I got? Is it coffee? It is. Actually going to put that over there so I don't knock it over at all. Right, and what next? Oh, the bit I hate. Where are we up to? 52 minutes. I don't think I've worked out a good way of building this yet. So, let's just take... I think I'm going to try it on the ship once more. There we go, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. It's going to have to be there. That's going to be focused there. So this is, I can't think of the name, but the piece that runs across here. So we'll try a different angle today, see how it goes. If it works, woohoo. If it doesn't, it's only a few seconds of video. Right, that's that first bit done, and then that's going to go there. I'm pretty sure I just heard a child crying, which tonight the children have been trying to stop me from live streaming, that's for sure. There we go. There we go. So I've missed this part of the engine off every single time so far. I might zoom into it on the final cut, just because you can't see it too well there. and then zoom back out when I do this bit. Obviously these photos are just over, are they just over 4K? I'm thinking now. So what I do need to do is get a bunch of stickers and put them on. Right. So how many are in between? 4. 1. 2. 4. It is hot tonight, I'll tell you that. Right, shall we finish this tonight? That's the question. When I finish this bag, in hopefully what seems to be under an hour, which is really good. So the first time I did this bag, it took me nearly 2 hours. What am I looking at here? All the time since I've got slightly quicker. So the next one was like an hour 45, and then I think it was an hour and a half last time, and hopefully this time we're under an hour. I mean, obviously part of that is potentially chatting. What? Right, yeah. This is getting really confusing. There we go. And this is the bit that keeps getting me. Because it looks like it should be nice and sturdy once these are on, but I'm not getting that. I'm finding it's quite wibbly wobbly, to say the least. Yeah. Oops. There we go. So on the other 3 wings, these have all been really quite rattly. I'm hoping I've just done something wrong. I mean, I properly look at it afterwards, because I always do that. I build in stop motion, but then there's always stuff which isn't quite right when you build in stop motion, because you can't necessarily push down as hard as you normally would, and it's a bit more, you generally make more mistakes, so stuff might be in the wrong place, things like that. Right, these are all going to slow up slightly as they come in. I'm not really looking at my camera too much today. I'm just hoping everything's working. Everything's in shot, looking good. Which inevitably it probably won't be. And this might be where you get to see what I was on about. So yeah, there's a tiny gap. It's really annoying. I almost wish Lego had put one of those tiny little what are they called? My brain is just not working today, I'm so sorry. Alright, so now we're off screen. Just going to take an extra photo, have a sip of drink, and then I'm going to... Oh, we've gone over the hour. I'm going to build this other bit, I think, off on here this time. Sorry, you probably no idea what I'm on about. So, the little end of this bit is obviously the laser cannons, I believe. So, I'm just going to build the very end of it, because in the instructions you put it on the X-Wing and then you build that, but it really doesn't work for me. So I'm going to do it here. Right, I see there's at least 3 people watching, if not 4. No one's chatting tonight. This is very quiet and very unusual. If you are there, please shout hi and tell me, do you want me to continue on and finish this build? Do you want me to build bag 10, the final bag of this immensely wicked UCS? Or we'll probably take a very short break. Hey Christina, how are you doing? Building any good Lego at the moment? Here we go. Get this piece, make sure it's in shot. I'm really not sure how the white is going to come out. Might have to do some editing afterwards. How are you doing this evening? Right. Is that still in shot? Oh, I just don't... I almost feel like I should have just got rid of a slight bit of light there. Trying to do it very, very gradually so it's not too obvious. And I'm going to put these bits at the bottom and then they're going to rotate upwards. And half push it on. So these hooks I find really hard to half push on. They never do what you want them to. Yeah, that one's not doing it. So go on, if you are sitting there watching away, tell us, do you have a favourite Lego Star Wars minifigure? Or even a favourite minifigure? Let's just go for that. Tell us what it is and why it's your favourite. Right, let's get these clipped on. Ah, that's why these aren't clipping on very well. Because they can't go that low. Right. Ah, last 2 pieces. So it's really weird actually. The last 2 bags have had 0, literally 0 spare pieces. This one, like the first bag of the wings, has actually got some spare pieces. Right, there we go. So, all you watching, do you want me to continue? Do you want me to finish the X-Wing tonight? One last little movement. One last little photo. There we go. Get rid of all the white tack, and then we can put it back on the wing. And then the wings go on the X-Wing. I don't know how I'm going to do this, if I'm honest, because this set is too small. I'll work it out in a minute. There we go. Right, that is it for that wing. That is it for that bag. Next is to put them on the X-Wing itself, which I haven't worked out how I'm doing, because we now need to create, whoops, right, I have said it before and I'll say it again right now, this ship is delicate. Ugh. There you go, great view of my head. There are so many little pieces on here which can just fall off. This is definitely going on a shelf and not being touched. There's no swishability with this ship, I can guarantee that. It's parts just seem to, you look at it and parts are falling off, which is annoying, but I mean, it's supposed to come apart, but you know, it's a tad annoying. Right, there we go, that is one wing fully complete. Now I'll get the full model and we'll see how to put it together. Right, back in a second. Oops, don't put the camera over. Right, there we go. I'm going to move this back. Try not to pull any wires out, because we have a lot of those. I'm just going to extend my tripod up. Right, what is in view on the camera? That is the question. Okay, this might work. So, if I do a side at a time. So here's my issue. Sorry, I'm talking, I don't know if you can hear. Right, here's the issue I have. I'm going to blind myself with light. Make sure that's nice and tight. So, oh my god, I did not realise, but that is actually leaning ridiculously far over. Why is that? Okay, something's probably not quite right with the stand. Wow, apparently a few days of just standing there with the... Oh, you know what, I could do it like that. Like I said, parts are falling off this left, right, and centre. This ship is not swishable. Right, let's. So what I think I'm going to do. Sorry, I'm really concentrating, so this is not working. What I think I'm going to do is put all the pins in. So that's our left side wings. These are our right side wings. Put all the pins in very gently. Slide the wings on. And I might do a side at a time. Check I haven't knocked anything else off. Put that part of the wing back on there. Well, that's a bit different to the other side, isn't it? Maybe? Is that the bottom? The only other thing I haven't done yet is actually put any stickers on where they're supposed to be. Because I think the bottom half is supposed to have some, but I haven't. Because, oh, it's hard. It's hard not to. Right. So, tell you what, let's put Luke just there. Actually, Luke's going in on the end, as should be R2. He shouldn't be in there yet, I don't think. Right. So if I can get a focus there. If you just joined us, you're welcome. You're watching How the Hell Do I Put My X-Wing Together? Right. Oh. So what's going on here? Oh, I see. And if we push up far enough. Oh, that's cool. So that kind of locks it in quite well. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Going to stick the base down as always, so we have no movement. I'm going to do the left side and then the right side. I don't know how this is going to work because I think these wings have to be pretty balanced from what I've sort of experienced so far of just test fitting them. But we'll give it a go. Just going to put a bit of white tack on each corner here. Also, I don't know if you noticed when I first started this, there was quite a bit of lean. Right. This is going to require a lot of standing up, I think. I'm not really sure how the lighting's going to work either. Probably should have brought an extra light. But here we go. Let's get some wings on. Left hand side. Bottom. And I'm half expecting this to open up everything anyway. So I'm hoping if I do it in the open position, it will be okay. Right. This light is right in my way. Here we go. Oh, this one's missing a part, which is on the floor. Honestly, if I have all the pieces of this X-Wing, by the time I've had this set a year, I will be surprised. Jesus, this is really a lot harder than I was expecting. Wow. So what's just happened is the whole base has decided it's because I've stuck it down. Instead of leaning, the whole base has just suddenly lifted. Right. Oh, this is a technical challenge today. So I'm going to push one pin in and then do the rest. And I don't know how this is going to look. Don't even know if that's going to be very easy to get out. Oops, that one's shot in. Oh, there we go. And another one, just so we've got some stillness at the end. I don't know how that's going to look. Honestly, it might look horrendous. We will see. Now, I almost feel like I should actually go for the opposite wing next. Let's just do something here. So what I'm going to do is hold this one at the side, start to slip it on. All the way. Get the pins and put them in. And what I'm going to do is a close-up of the pins going in on the other side, I think. So there's a bit of this X-Wing which I have seen online which constantly breaks on everyone, and that's the stand. There's a little slope. I'll show you in a few minutes on the camera. Oh. There we go. There we go. God, they are hard to get in. And once again, I've broken it, for God's sake. Never known. So if you've ever built the UCS Falcon, that has a few flimsy panels on it which do come off, but I've never known something where you just knock it very lightly and bits fall off. There we go. Right, so where are we up to? So that's going to rest there. So let's just take one more photo. Right, is this a top or an underside? That's an underside, and that's the top, I believe. There is no real difference between them. Anyway, I don't think. They're literally all very similar. There we go. God, this is getting harder and harder to keep balanced. Right, tell what I'm going to do is a real close up of this one going in. So I'm going to ignore the fact that the pins went in on that one. I'll take this off the stand for a second. Hard work. Don't break it. There we go, one. So I don't know if you can even see what I'm doing right now. Let's point the camera towards me. This is not how I normally build stop motion. If you've ever watched before, I don't normally stand up building Lego struggling like mental. I'm missing one. Oh no, I'm not. It's there. There we go. Look at that. It's starting to show some form now. I'm terrified to drop this actually. Not going to lie. Right. So I don't know if you can see this on the GoPro, but this bit constantly falls off. Right, here we go. Might have to move the stand. Can we? Yes, we can. We can put it on sideways. That's a positive. You cannot put the X-Wing on its stand sideways. The stand breaks. That is major disappointment. That is an absolute... So that's one of the things I really like about the Y-Wing. You can actually mount it differently. And it still is fine. This X-Wing is a bit heavy for its own stand. Damn. Alright. This is one part of the stop motion I really wanted to sort of get and make look really iconic. The actually putting the wings on, but it's not going to happen. I'll tell you that now. It's not going to look very good. I might even trim down some of these frames I've taken already. Right, I'm going to get a light in here, as tight to the ship as I can to get as much light on it as possible. See, one of the things I really want to do with this X-Wing is actually make a stop motion, sorry, in the same tradition, in the same way that Star Wars, like Lucas and everybody did, in front of a blue screen. Right, where can we go? We can go there. We can lock the camera there, make sure everything's nice and tight. We can take a photo. Sorry, this is a very unusual way of me doing the stream. I'm just getting all the pins in. And that's how I'm going to do a real close up of these pins in a minute. This last one. Right, let's just get it on. Oh, for God's sake. So this bit at the back here, I've knocked off like 3, 4, 5 maybe times already. Just going to leave it off for a minute. I think it's actually easier. There we go. Fudge, fudge, fudge. Nothing's going to work. Oh, for God's sake. Has anyone else struggled this much to build this X-Wing? I had it falling apart on them as they were doing it. I mean, granted, most people aren't probably trying to build in stop motion, but Jesus, this has actually been hard. Alright, now here's what I really want to do, if it'll work. And that is the wing gap. Oh, right, I'm going to have a drink of hot chocolate. No, this is coffee. Right. Just going to correct a few things that I've clearly built wrong, such as the lasers. Where should they be going, actually? I always thought they were top bottom. No, I'm right. There we go. Right, do we do bag 10? Have I got the energy to do bag 10? How long again? Hour 30. So to put the wings on has taken an additional half an hour. It's pretty crazy. Right, I'm going to have a quick look at bag 10 and decide if I'm doing it. I also need to find my extra stickers at some point. Put those on. I've never been tempted to glue a piece of Lego before, but that piece is definitely wanting it. Right, 552. So I'll move everything. You've got quite a good view there, actually, the X-Wing, haven't you? There's a viewer. Look at that. So just for some perspective, potentially, this here is a 400 deep worktop. The piece of card that does the studio backing is 800, I believe. Yeah, this thing is huge. Absolutely massive. It looks very cool though. So let's have a look at bag 10 and decide if to build it. So bag 10, I was going to try and get it on the camera. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see or not. Bag 10. You can not see at all. See this little piece here keeps pinging off. Times 4 of those, and then we're sticking them on there. Then we're building engines times 4, and that is it. Okay, we shall do bag 10. It's not going to take too long, and then I'll either do the finishing parts of this in a minute on here, or I'll do them post. We'll see. So give me 2 minutes to get bag 10, and we'll continue on to the final. So I'm just going to do a post as well. So I will add some finishing off back. Right. Just 2-second break as we get to the bag. This needs to come up. Go in the background. Move my drink cup. Oh, let's just check GoPro 10% battery. Should be okay. You can't see that, can you? Yeah, you can't see that anyway because the light's in the way. Right, I'm gonna go for a top down here. Just get the camera in. Get the shot sorted out. You can see that on the big screen, can't we? Just one maybe across slightly. There we go. The X-Wing's here. You can't even see it. There it is. Let's open that up. That. I'm going to film that in slow mo. Right. I'll give V10. There we go. Let's do it. Take a photo so I know it's the start bag 10. I'm about to empty everything into there. Completely forgot to put my mic back on, of course. Right, let's just change that to all messages. And let's put some bricks down. Wow, there's a lot of Technic stuff in here. But this is, of course, times 4 on both builds. So I'm going to do them all at once because I'm not going through like I did with the wings and building everything separately. And I think what I'll do is I'll build both parts and then put them on the ship. If afterwards I decide that's not the right thing, I can always edit and cut it and movie magic. You won't even know. They'll build at a separate time and they'll build at the same time. I'm debating that with the wings, like whether to build a wing early on in the set and then build it again later. And I'm surprised this is a bag actually. This is nothing. It's a waste. I could have easily put the same on the others. Oh, bye bye bags. I've got a fan on today. I'm gonna have a fan on, the Lego bags go flying. Right. Just literally like the tiniest piece ever it is. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're gonna all go here. They're gonna go at a different angle each. And we're gonna build them. But first, let's get the camera right. I haven't got a secondary light. What just broke on that? Did not feel good. Right. Bit of blue tack on each of these as it goes down. So number 1. Number 2. Number 3. And number 4, of course. What I'm going to do is move everything over slightly. Just so we're sort of nicely in the shot. Stick, 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 stick. I'm just going to check the focus on those. Really clear. There we go. You know what, I'm going to try something a bit weird here. Each one of these is going to build. That was a bad move. In a slightly different way. So it's almost like you're getting a 360 view of how the build happens. I probably should use 2 bits of blue tack on each of these because they're each going to move ever so slightly. and be highly annoying. So that's exactly what I'm about to do. Movement at the very start is fine, movement afterwards is not. So one of the big things around making stop motions is keeping your set perfectly still. And that's whether you're doing a build, doing an animation, you name it, because there's nothing worse than having a really shaky looking video. It's happened to me, it's happened. Sometimes you just can't help these things. You knock a tripod, you knock something, and it looks goddamn awful. So, there we go, that's looking good. Got an extra piece for each of them now. Could have actually built in a different manner completely. Let's get a one of those. Sorry, I'm really quiet because I'm really concentrating on which bit I'm doing on each. It actually can get quite confusing what you're doing when you're trying to do this. Super concentrated. Just don't want to make a mistake at this point either. So this build has been going on for I think a month. I mean, I've done 11 live streams. I've tried to do it all on here. I think there was only one part I didn't do in a live stream, and yeah, it's taken a long time, but it has been so good. It's been such a good build, and I had some really good chats actually on the live stream. So thank you everyone who's joined in, participated along the way. on a very quiet night tonight, but I suspect that's because I've chosen a Friday night to finish this off. Now I have actually got lots and lots planned for the channel, so don't worry, this is not the end. There is more live streams coming if you enjoy that sort of thing, and there's plenty more videos coming. And I think I'm gonna take a small break from the constant building. I'm going to try and do a few more minifigures, and I'm going to work on some animation over the next couple of months, because I want to do something. I've got lots and lots of ideas that I'm not getting time for because I'm just focusing too much on builds. So I'm still gonna do a build a week probably, but a very small build, nothing like this. And I've still got the castle to go, and I can't wait to finish that personally. I actually got that for Christmas, and I didn't start building it till February because it was officially my Christmas and birthday present. And then I had so many I wanted to get done, and I was really umming and ahhing how to start, and now I'm umming and ahhing whether to go back to my old camera that I started that castle with, or to keep going with this, or start with this new one for the next section. I need to do some test shots and just see how it all looks together. Right, there we go. Look, 4 identical, and I've managed to build them identical, which is really good. 4 identical pieces. Just trying to clean up my set just a tad. It's so dirty. This was a brand new sheet of paper just for this X-Wing. Right, and now we're going to move on to the engines. How the hell am I going to build these engines? Oh, I think I know. Right. Oh. Right, so what I'm going to do here, sorry, I went really silent there. I do that from time to time when I'm getting into a bit more deep thoughts, I think. Purely because I'm trying to work out how to build these engines in an interesting, exciting, and oh my god, white tack to use white tack is horrendous. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to set them up to be next to each other, like that. I think I took a second picture. Just take another one just in case I didn't. So I'm not building each of these on Whoa, I didn't realise my camera was pointing so far upwards. I'm not building each of these on there. So what I'm doing is building it, putting a load of white tack on it, which is going to hopefully keep it balanced. And I'm using brand new white tack because it's a white piece on a white background. And if you can see my white tack, this is white tack new, this is white tack used. Look at the difference. And honestly, there was nothing dirty here, to be honest. I do not understand where it comes from. It must just be literally be like oil on my fingers and things like that. Right. And the last one. So I'm just trying to make this look like it actually just more engines appear. I could have done maybe built two and then had them all appear. I didn't really think this through, but we'll see. See how it goes. Just gonna check. Oops. Right. Just catching up on a couple of messages. There we go. And push that down. Now it might be well obvious that there's blue tack on there, but at this stage of this build I'm not overly bothered. What I am bothered about is just getting it looking pretty decent as we finish off. You know what, let's do this like this. Now I'm hoping if there is any wobble in these, it won't be, it will obviously be obvious, but it might just look like these cogs going down, 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 down. Damn, I'm missing a cog. Where is it? Oh, for God's sake. I swear, 90% of my, oh there it is, gone under the manual. 90% of my live stream is probably me going, where the hell is this piece? I should really watch it back one day and just see how many times I can't find parts, because it must be a lot. Right, I'm going to get the next piece coming down, which is a white bit. Now, a stop motion piece I really want to do actually is Tetris and Lego. I think that would be quite awesome. Realise the chat has gone. There we go. Well, apparently we're 3:15 behind. Right, what next? Big tube. There we go. What's after the big tube? Another one of each of these. Now I actually have a lightsaber to build. From Demon Hunter bricks, and I really want to do that next, I think. Ow. Oh, that turned. That was a bit naughty. That turned a bit too much. This part might look awful. It's really hard to tell sometimes if it's going to look good or bad. You just got to sort of hope and pray. Yeah, I'm going to add a bit more blue text to that one because it just keeps moving. Put it in around the back. Hopefully it won't be too obvious. Sorry, I'm so quiet on this bit. I'm just focusing so much. I will start chatting again soon, but right this moment I just need to keep in my head what movements I've done and what I haven't done. As you can guess, it's quite important to try and keep this all semi. I think it looks right. I'm just having a very quick look through myself on the photos. I must say, I think it's actually going to look alright. What I'm going to do is have a short break in the animation here. When I say that, I mean it's just gonna stop for a second. Nothing's gonna happen. Just as these last cogs go together. One more photo. And then what I'm going to do is have everything come down at once for the last few bits. So all three. Sorry, three? Apparently I can't count. All four. I'm going to have these come down at once. Maybe just to not have it quite so. This is what I should have done earlier. Loaded everything up and then pushed it all down. Why didn't I think of that before? I'm also using a finger method here. There we go. So nearly there. Right, and that's good because that's sort of taking us to the top of the screen. Hopefully, without it being too jittery. I mean, it's going to be quite a quick sequence anyway. But I'm not going to bother with the final little topper. What I am going to bother with is the engines themselves. So I'm only going to do it once. Partly because I need to get all the blue tack off. This is going to be the fun part. Oh, you can see the difference in colour between the two different ones. So the clean white tack versus the used white tack. Oh, I love trying to get it out of studs. Just gets stuck in them. Ugh. There we go. Take it from the other side. That's it. Nice and clean. So I do use a lot of this stuff, but I try my best to get every last piece off my Lego sets because I don't want it on there once they're built. There we go. And that's a slightly different colour. It's all mixed up. Right, so I didn't put these on before, and I didn't put these little caps on, so I'm just going to do this off screen because there's not much benefit in it. I'm just going to make sure everything's pushed in really well and pushed down really well. Now I'm just going to have a real close-up of one of the end. Oh, we haven't got a cap on that one. It won't connect like that. What I'm going to do is have a real close-up of one of the engines, I think. And then have these last parts just going onto it, folding inwards, and that should be really good then. And then we can put it all back together onto the ship. Well, one of these, and that's it. So, hang on. There's 8 We're about to see 32 little pieces. This is going to take a while, but this is exactly why I'm not going to do it all on camera. So tripod is going down. Try not to knock my wiring out. Oh, I think I might have. Yeah, we've definitely. Oh no. I haven't knocked my wiring out. It is just a black screen. The underside of this desk is black. Right, so what I'm going to do is very quickly build something to hold this up. Or I could do it top down. Just thinking. What have I got? What have I got? What have I got? To my disposal right here, right now. Right, let's finish this one off. So, what have I got? What can we use to hold this? Where are my Technic bricks? Who's had them? There they are. Right. Oh, that'll work perfect, I think. So now I'm going to do that. Don't know if you can see. I'm going to stick that down with this cross brick. Stick that nicely to there. Bring the camera back up. Get it central. Zoom in. Get that focus really nice. And then we'll go from there. So hopefully, what I might do actually is clip each one on. I'm hoping that just returns to center each time. There we go. See, the hardest part of stop motion is probably these little clips, because they ping off, or they have cat hair on them like that one. I don't think that's even cat hair, it's like fabric of some sort. There we go. It's quite amazing. So this is only going to be 16 frames, which is less than 1 second of footage. Just gonna get chat back up. Just realised literally no one has spoke tonight, really. Sad times. Click, click. There we go. Right. Now we're going to do this like a flower. So, one more picture. And then I'm going to have all of these lifting up at the same time around this engine. When we do movements, it's very much, if you've heard the term of ease in and ease out, and that's, you start off quite small, do quite big movements in the middle. So now we've done 2, we're just going to increase it again slightly. So they were a bit bigger than before. And again, these are not huge, but much larger movements than what we're doing to begin with. And then one more lot of big movements, and then I'm going to slow it right down for the last 2. So now as we just come across the top, everything's going to move that little bit slower as it all comes together. This little one is just going to come out slightly. And I think there'll be possibly one, oh, I don't know actually, I was going to say possibly one more movement. I think what I'll do, I'll take a picture of that, and what I'll do is give it a little squeeze together. There. I'm just doing a little zoom out, which is going to be a slight transition into the ship. That'll do. We'll end it there. Right. And this is now the final part of the X-Wing to officially go on according to the manual. So I just need to check, double check how everything goes together. Pretty sure I know. And then I need to put the cockpit in, cockpit on, Luke in, R2 in. In fact, Luke might go on the stand, saying that, and then put the plaque on. And that is it. Right, but first, I need to build loads of these. So you're not completely bored. Here we go. GoPro down just a little, and you can watch me building these. You can be bored along with me. Nah, it's not too bad actually, this part. I'm only having to do it 32 times. It's not terrible. And oddly, I've just decided, whoops, to build them in the same way I built the stop motion. There we go. Click, click, click. Right. There will be no Friday live stream next week because I won't have my studio because I've got family coming down. I might do one on Wednesday or Wednesday night next week. I probably won't actually because I've got another busy day on Thursday. Okay, I don't know when I'll be doing my next one actually. Maybe I'll do one on Sunday. There we go, that was quick enough. 3 all built, all ready to go. We're at 7% battery, so we're not doing too bad. We're halfway through. Let's put these, no, they're quite cool, onto the ship. Let's get the X-Wing back over here. This is fairly heavy. Right. This is going to be interesting. So we're now doing the rear of the ship. But I've also run out of space. Oh, for God's sake. I've literally seen people moaning about this online. This tiny, tiny little slope that doesn't actually hold the X-Wing. I'm going to have to look at some solution tricks. It's already winding me up. Seriously. Lego, this is a fail. It's a ridiculous fail. I've never known a piece which just pings off all the time. Well, I'm going to video that and put that. So I'm planning on doing a review video of this. I always plan to do review videos. And because I'm so busy making stop motions, I've never really properly got around to doing them. Right, let's zoom out of that one. Right, this might look awful. I'm honestly not sure. It's like off the set. You can see the wall in the background. Maybe I can bring that in a bit. Bring the camera up just a tad. Bring the lighting round. Thing is, as I bring the lighting round, you see less of the set. Right. I have got the bigger set, but it's meant for stop motion currently. It's in animation. Alright, let's try that. So, one of these goes there. So let's close the wings up. I think they're supposed to be closed for this. Right. That probably makes it a tad easier as well to do everything. Is that where it's supposed to go? It's supposed to go there like that, isn't it? Is this one? Here we go again. A lot of movement. There we go. Right, what I'm going to do for the final engine. So I've gone so quiet, so I'm not in the zone of finishing this off. It's really hard because there's a lot of movement in this shit. What I'm doing now, just get that focus right there, and bring these cameras round. Sorry, lighting round slightly, so we've got a bit more light on the subject. And this last engine, it's just gonna hopefully slip in quite nicely. Might do that as a real slow motion piece at the end. Right, now I'm going to do another little scene change. Listen up, I don't know if I'm going to get high enough for this. No, probably not. Let's get the legs back out. Sorry, lots of movement today of the tripod. Getting a tour of the studio. Right, let's get the zoom at maximum. So what I want to do is have that zoom out and have the cockpit. What I'm going to do is have it maybe from this angle. So once we zoom out to the cockpit, you still... Whoop, my microphone's caught, hang on. So the plan here is R2 is going to go in, and then it's going to zoom out and the cockpit canopy is going to go on. And this is something I sort of planned the whole time. I wanted the cockpit canopy to be one of the last parts, other than the plaque itself, to go onto this ship. I'm just going to try and get a bit more backlighting because we've got a lot of shadow there, but I'm not sure there's a lot I can do about that. Okay, so we're going to have to be there so we don't get the studio in the background, but we can still do R2 going in. Yeah. Right. And I'm going to do a little trick to this of invisible bricks. I'm going to assume there's roughly 4 bricks below R2. No, way too many. We're going to go for 8. Still way too many. That's annoying. There we go. Now, a lot of people have complained that R2 is way too low in this build. Right, I'm just going to do a little zoom out and then I'll get that cockpit canopy. Again, when I zoom in and out, I do go very quiet because I get very focused. It's been a bit of a story of today, I think. Being very focused. Right, I just need to find the stickers and the cockpit canopy. One sec. There we go. Right. So canopy, quite dusty somehow. It's going to go on. Oh, for God's sake. If you didn't see, I doubt you saw that, but the two little bits that hold the X-Wing up came off once again. There we go, and one more picture for that. And then we're going to put the plaque on. Well, first of all, we're going to put the other bits on, then we're going to get Luke to jump down, wave his lightsaber, and then put the plaque on. I think that is everything on this section covered. It does jump, it's so annoying. I've never known a Lego set quite this bad of moving. Right, so bring the camera down, maybe you can just see what I keep going on about here. Whoops. So, if I take the X-Wing off, don't want to break it now. If I take it, there's these two bits just here, which are just slopes, and they just constantly ping off. And I know people have been moaning about it on Facebook and whatever, and I was like, oh, probably just people being dramatic. But honestly, it's not stopped. It's like since I've got these wings on, it has been on like pinging off every 2 seconds. It's not enough. There's too much weight in the ship, I think. And the wings are not closing together very well. Right. What does it look like on the camera? We need some light on it, that's for sure. It's quite weird doing this on a live stream because normally this sort of messing around stuff can take forever sometimes. And I don't normally, I try to just get on with the build when I'm doing the live stream. Oh, hello, Melbourne. I saw that. So I'm just reading what you put. Yeah, I've seen Gunship. I haven't looked properly at the full leak yet. But yeah, I'm quite excited for the red Gunship actually, to be honest. So I'm sort of finishing off here a bit. I haven't centered that, have I? That is not. That should be one stud over. There we go. Let's start that again. Maybe there. Ship is so shaky. Now that's better. Well, I'm just going to try and zoom in on that. Are you getting it then? I'd quite like a Commander Fox. Just doing a little bit of zooming just to finish off. Before I go ahead to swoosh this ship around for the next 4 hours. Crab droid, that would be quite cool actually, yeah. I did, like I said, I saw the gunship leak. I haven't properly looked myself yet. It's been mental the last few weeks time-wise, so any leaks I haven't really checked out. But here we go. I have just finished. Oops. Let's get that up a bit. There we go. One finished UCS X-Wing. So this video will be coming soon. Look at that. Awesome. I now need to work out how to rotate it, which I think I'll do on my other set, but it's currently set up for a football pitch. God, how long tonight take? 2.5 hours. That's not bad. For 2 bags, including doing all this. I do need to find the stickers because I've lost them. Whoops, as I throw the box away. Do you keep or throw boxes? Oh, I really have actually lost the stickers. I suspect I hid them from my children. Which means they've probably had them and stuck them somewhere. Damn. This is the problem when you have children and Lego. You hide certain parts away and you get so good at hiding stuff that you actually forget where you've hidden it yourself. Oh God. There we go. I'm genius. Darth Vader was looking after them for me. So I've got 2 stickers to go which go on these lower bits here, which I'll do before I do the rotations. I'm not going to do the rotations in the live stream because I need to get some equipment out and I need to probably make some space looking at all this. But if you have watched along with these, if you've watched this series after the event, thank you very much. If you're going to watch the stop motion video that's coming, please enjoy it. I kind of wish I'd done some more with the GoPro of this. I might try and rip some of these videos to do a sort of behind the scenes, but yeah, this has been quite a big build. I'm really happy with seeing this ship. I think it's a little flimsy, if you want my first opinion, especially the stand, but overall the ship looks awesome. There's just a few questionable parts about it, such as these not fitting correctly, like not being snug. I'd rather it was slightly oversized and snug than a bit wobbly. I'm going to sit down and really look at this and properly take it in because, oh, I haven't really yet. The wing, there you go. For God's sake. This is ridiculous. I'm going to film that in a minute separately, ready for when I do a review of this. But there we go. What do you think of this ship? Have you enjoyed it? Let me know in the comments below. I will be probably popping out this video next week. I've got a look. I don't think there's a lot of editing to do on it, but there is definitely going to be some. So it's going to be good. Now let's see what you're chatting about. Kilps Films. I'm just going to make sure that camera's not about to die. Helmet hole shot through, but I think. Aren't all the... They're all going to have holes in their helmets now, aren't they? Because they're just using that one mould. So you get the two holes? I can't remember now. When I was doing the 501st set. Actually, that's going to be my next set that I'm going to do is the 2020 501st. I've got it sat up there, ready to go, ready to be built, or unbuilt as the case will be. But yeah, I think that's probably it for today's stream. 2.5 hours of building Lego is more than enough for me tonight. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for watching along on this series. Look out for the stop motion video that's coming very soon. And look out for everything else on the channel. The next live stream will be the castle, which I'll be continuing on with. I'm about halfway through it, and I cannot wait to finish that one either. It's been a long process like this. Okay. Goodbye, and see you all next time.